Brush presets. Brush presets. What about brush presets? A preset brush is a saved brush type with defined characteristics and such as size and shape and hardness. And you can save preset, by the way, brushes with the characteristics you use often. And you can also save tool presets for the brush tool that you can select from the tool presets menu in the options bar. And later you can convert all these brush tools presets to brush presets using the options bar, like this screenshot, and convert all to brush presets option. And when you change the size and the shape or hardness of a preset brush, the change is temporary. The next time you choose that preset and the brush uses its original setting, by the way. And to make your changes permanent, you need to create a new preset, by the way, and this create a new preset brush. How to select a preset brush? How to select a preset brush, by the way, we have steps here now. Step number 1, you should select a painting or editing tool. You should select a painting or editing tool and then click the brush pop-up menu in the options bar. Step number 2, select a brush and do not and be careful in point 2. You can also select a brush from the brush setting panel, and to view the loaded presets, click brushes in the upper left area of the panel. Step number 3, change options for the preset brush. Change options for the preset brush. We have options here now. Demeter is meaning that temporarily changes the brush size and drag the slider or enter a value. And if the brush has a dual tip, both the primary and all brush tips are scaled, by the way. And second option, use sample size. Use sample size is meaning uses the original diameter of the brush tip if the brush tip shape is based on a sample, not available, by the way, for round brushes. So the third function, hardness. Hardness is meaning that available only for a round and square brushes, and temporarily it changes the amount of anti-aliasing for the brush tool. At 100%, the brush tool, by the way, paints with the hardest brush tip, and but it is still anti-aliased, and the pencil always paints a hard edge that is not anti-aliased, by the way. Note and be careful in this point in hardness. You can also modify preset brush options from the brushes panel. You can select window firstly, then select brushes. To dynamically preview brush strokes in the brush setting panel, position, by the way, the pointer over a brush in the brushes panel until the tool tip appears. As you move the pointer over different brushes, the preview area, by the way, at the bottom of the brush panel will display sample brush strokes. How to manage brushes and brush presets. How to manage brushes and brush presets. By the way, you can manage your brushes conveniently by organizing them in groups in the brushes panel. We have steps. Step number 1, in the brushes panel you should click this icon now, and number 2, to specify a group name, click OK. Step number 3, drag brushes and presets into the group. Step number 4, to create more groups per your requirements. And how to rename a preset brush. You should select a brush in the brush presets panel firstly, and choose rename brush from the panel menu, and enter a new name after that, and then click OK. And in the brush panel, double click a brush tip and enter a new name, then click OK. How to delete a preset brush. If you'd like to delete a preset brush, what should you do? You should to alt click if you use Windows, or option click if you use macOS, and the brush you want to delete. And after that, select a brush and choose delete brush from the panel menu, or click the delete icon. And how to import brushes and brush packs. By the way, you can import a wide variety of free and purchased brushes. For example, Caliph Photoshop brush packs into Photoshop, and follow these steps. Step number 1, in the brushes panel, from the flyout menu, you should to choose get more brushes, and alternatively right click a brush listed in the brushes panel and then select get more brushes from the contextual menu, like this screenshot now. This image now explain for you everything about the brush setting and the brushes. You have to choose get more brushes. Select get more brushes from the brushes panel flyout menu. And after that, right click on a brush and select get more brushes again. And step number 2, download a brush pack. For example, download colors mega pack. And step number 3, with Photoshop running, double click the downloaded APR file, and the brushes you added are now displayed, by the way, in the brushes panel. Note and be careful here now. You can also use the import brushes option in the brushes panel flyout menu to locate the downloaded APR file and open it. And once you do so, the downloaded by the way brushes are added to the brushes panel. Getting started with advanced custom brushes. What about create a new preset brush? How to create a new preset brush? If you'd like to create a new preset brush, you can save a customized brush as a preset brush that appears firstly in the brushes panel and the preset manager. And note here and be careful. New preset brushes, by the way, are saved in a preference file, and if this file is deleted or damaged, or if you reset brushes to the default library, the new presets, by the way, will be lost. To permanently save new preset brushes and save them in a library, we have steps. Step number 1, customize the brush firstly. After that, number 2, do one of the following. You should choose new brush preset from the panel menu, and then enter a name for the preset brush, and then click OK. After that, click the create new brush button.